What's going on, guys? It's Stock Picks by Tim, and I wanted to talk about one more stock here that I didn't mention in my last video. If you haven't watched my last video, check it out in the description below or at a card up above. I'll probably leave a card up above for you and probably leave it at the end screen too. But I wanted to get into Matterport real quick. First, we'll check out the chart, and I'm going to get into a date for you to keep on your radar, keep an eye on. And I think buying before this date will be the way to go at some point before this date. Okay, so we had a pretty red day. Looking at the chart, we are down, trying to form this base here, this like $20 level that we haven't seen. We've seen this early, like in December, but since then, it was in November, and then we just blasted off. I think there's a great time to start accumulating Matterport, MTTR. So that's what we're talking about, Matterport. Haven't talked about it in a couple of videos. I did decide to buy a little bit of Matterport today. By the time this video gets out, market might be closed. So if you don't have Webull, check out the link below for after hours trading. You will get yourself some free stocks. And if you check out all the other links below, use all the other links, you will get yourself about $100 in rewards, not counting the free stocks as well. So definitely check out the links below. I've got BlockFi, Voyager, etc., etc. But anyways, looking at it, I like it at its current price. We're going to get into a couple of things here. First, from the chart, like the price on the chart, it's right there at its support level, holding pretty well. And looking at the day, we're down almost 5%. Yeah, so we've definitely have a mixed bag today. So I've been looking at some opportunities on this last day of the year, last second tax loss harvesting. I think a little bit of volatility in the market last couple of days. I like Matterport where it's at. We are hovering right above the $5 billion market cap, okay? We may dip under it, but anything under it I think is a screaming buy. Right at it it's still a buy where it's at. I went into a video a while ago. We've got Daniel Ives. He's one of the top analysts. He's like in the top 50 out of 7,000 analysts, and I think it was a $35 price target he gave on Matterport. So there's that. And that was about a month ago or so that he gave that price target. So Daniel Ives, great analyst. He's very successful. It's like a 70% success rate with his ratings. So something to consider. But I'm gonna get into a date that you need to watch, and I think all of January, keep a close eye on Matterport. It's gonna be a golden opportunity to add to your position if you currently have one. And it'll be a golden opportunity to start a new position in this if you don't currently have a position. I already have a position in this, but I did pick up some more today. I actually doubled my position, although it is small. It's like 2% of my portfolio. So it's only a couple $100, but I did double up my position here. But let's get into that date. I want to put this out as quick as possible, so hopefully you guys can get it in while the market's still open. So they are working on redeeming warrants, their early redemption of warrants. Okay, so there's 6.9 million public warrants, meaning that if you choose to exercise the warrant, if you have a warrant, if you choose to exercise it, you are buying one share of Matterport for each warrant at an $11.50 a share price. Okay, so you can see, say back when you were buying warrants, say they're like $3 to $5, okay, it makes obvious sense to not let those expire worthless, to just, get your share for $11.50 plus the cost of that warrant, and then where you're at, you're already at a gain because the current price is $20. So as long as you didn't buy a warrant at $8.50, just about, you will be looking at a gain. So, but there's a potential that a lot of people, might not notice. They might miss out. The warrants might expire worthless. And so yeah, any warrants that aren't exercised by the redemption date will be redeemed for 1 cent. Okay, so they obviously want these warrants to be redeemed, as well as the warrant holders. You would want these to redeem these, potentially. So they say that the 1 cent redemption price ensures the company will add most, if not all, of the 79 million raised by the early redemption. This, in addition to its gross proceeds of 640 million received from the SPAC when they were Gore's Holdings. And this article goes into, I'll quote, and in quotes here, the article says, "As I said at the beginning of this column, if you get Matterport stock at the teens, you should run, not walk to buy some." I wrote on December 13, and that was the quote. For those that are looking to hold on to the shares for 3 to 5 years, I think you will make a significant amount of money by buying them at their current levels. I do like it at its price. I think that up until January 14th, So there will be some selling pressure in my opinion. Okay, so this will be a negative catalyst up until January 14. There will be, every time a warrant is exercised, that's more shares diluting the stock. Okay, so be aware of that. Keep an eye on Matterport. 20 could be the place to buy. Keep an eye on it. It could dip under 20, of course. But definitely love Matterport. I think this is definitely a great metaverse play. If you're going for a metaverse stock, you could always go with Facebook, of course. Definitely like Matterport though. Just be aware, January 14th. Okay, that is the redemption date. So we will likely have some downward pressure on this stock until January 14th. Okay, I could be wrong. It could just turn around and start going up, but I kind of doubt it. I feel like up until January 14th, you should definitely keep this on your radar. Keep an eye on it. We could dip under 20. But just be aware of it. I wanted to put it on your watch list. Keep an eye on Matterport. I did buy today, but there could be deals ahead. It could come down even more. So I will leave you guys links if you want to read through this a little bit more. I kind of just went over it really quickly, but wanted to get you guys this as quick as possible. Now, if you guys don't mind hitting the like and subscribe, I definitely appreciate it, and it does help me out a lot. Thanks as always, guys, and I will be putting another video here very soon, most likely a crypto video, so stay tuned. But thanks and see you next time.